This is obviously where it's all happening.
Hello.
I recognize you from you're a friend of Rob.
I am. I'm a very good friend of Rob's.
Is he working today?
I don't know. No, I just know he's going to the Royals game tonight.
Okay. You see there's a drone up there by the bridge?
Yes.
That gets quite a good view from up there. I'm Carlos, by the way.
I'm Sheena.
So you're excited about the Royals game tonight, eh?
Yes.
Who they play?
Giants. It's game 5 of the playoffs.
Giants.
Vancouver Giants.
But they're originally Langley, but they shouldn't be. Royals hacked them down on TV because they said everyone likes the underdog in Vancouver. And the Royals are like, no.
Yeah.
So
Who do you think's going to win? The Royals should win.
It's do or die tonight. It's just game 5 from one of the playoffs. If the Royals lose, they don't go on to the next round. Yeah.
I'll be listening to them.
Good to see you.
So when did this start? At noon? You have it what?
7:05. Oh, this.
It's 11:25.
Oh, okay. Still half an hour.
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Yep.
I guess they're going to let us walk across once they put the bridge down.
Yes.
It's such an anti-climax if they don't.
Yes.
All this way for nothing. So you go back over the old bridge. Did you come from that side or this side?
That side.
Okay, I came on the Goose on my bike along that side. And now I'm going to come.
Some people were saying there was only one bike lane.
Well, there is. See, on the yellow stripe, I think bikes are going to be on that side of the double yellow, and that's going to be just for pedestrians on that side.
So there's double over there. It's not just one. So I'm like, well,
I think
I'm
it's
going to
double.
walk back over the old bridge.
All right.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Where did she go?
Cars are amazing. And there's been some.
I think it's supposed to start at...
Yeah.
What's the real time?
I don't. I'm close. Getting close to that.
Yeah, it must be like 11:30.
I think it's more than that.
You do? Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for a friend. I'm pretty sure I'll see him if he shows up.
It's small enough for that.
Yeah, but if it gets really crowded, I might have to stand on a table. I think the mayor's going to be here.
Who? The mayor. Oh yeah, the mayor. Yeah, Lisa.
She'll be here.
Yeah. I think Barb Desjardins just walked by.
Yeah?
Barb? She just walked by. I think I was pretty sure that was her.
We'll all be here shaking hands with people.
Oh, I'll be in the lineup.
It's a nice day for it, though, eh?
Perfect.
It's not too cold, but
Last chance, $50, $50. 40. No, we're
40. When they lower the bridge, are they going to let us walk across?
I think so. I think they're going to lower it. The cars will go across, and then everybody can go across.
Yeah, because they've got all those fancy cars there.
Yeah.
I shouldn't think they'll send them back. But they might put the pedestrians over first. I don't know. Yeah. I don't live downtown, so I only see it occasionally. And, 1 minute it's not there, the next minute, boom, it's there. How many years did it take? 3 or 4? Yeah. When you're on that thing, you got to look for every minute. Where can I stop?
Exactly.
He probably just hops off the back. You shouldn't go into the crowd. That would be a mistake. He's going to turn. Bon appetit.
Merci.
I noticed there's a lot of French speakers here today.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that pretend card is attracting them too.
Yeah. It's not a bad choice for today. That looks like quite a decent version. How's the curd cheese?
Very good.
It's
It does a crush. It's the right one.
Yeah.
No, the authentic poutine is a good one. They usually parked at the lagoon. How do you call it? Esquimalt.
Oh, yeah. By Royal Roads University.
Well, it's called what's it called? Lagoon. It's one lagoon. Yeah, that's where they usually parked.
The Esquimalt Lagoon.
Yeah, so that's a bit farther. You know the lagoon?
Yeah. There's that long strip
Yeah.
with the sea on one side and the lagoon on the other side. Yeah. I used to run there a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I used to run there too.
Yeah.
Nice.
In the Royal Roads.
Oh, music.
Started with the Celtic.
It's supposed to start at noon.
It must be about 10:02 by now.
Yeah.
I spent 18 years in Montreal. Then I moved to Victoria.
I have an uncle living in Montreal. It's a nice city. A lot of action there. Lots of good artists. And lots of
Good restaurants. Lots of good restaurants too. I used to have a restaurant in Notre-Dame-de-Grâce.
Oh, what was it called?
Café Castillo.
Also, what to specialize in?
Spanish food.
Oh. They have lots of variety.
We saw him earlier on.
Yeah.
We were wondering where he was going to
Oh,
stop.
this is where he's coming. Look at.
It's a different one.
Oh.
No, he took his jacket off. It's the same guy. Yeah. He took his
There might
jacket
be a
off.
few though. There are a few guys. But it's the same one?
I think so. I think he took his jacket off. He had a dress coat.
Oh, yeah, it's getting hotter now. It's supposed to go up to 12, so they're lucky they had nice weather for this.
Yep.
We found the burgers, particularly this type of thing. Karaksa? Oh, the other crabs. Yeah, that's a good one too. They have some good stuff at the coast. They're well organized.
Well, they appear to be, yeah. But this is a good sized crowd, you
Yes.
know.
That's
Maybe
really
400 or 500 people
Yeah.
at the most. You get this many people in a road race. So they know how to manage that kind of crowd. But the marathon is still a little bit of a big crowd.
Yeah, it is.
I don't like marathons. I used to run them. I just didn't like the crowd.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, you end up feeling like you're just a sheep.
It's going to get busier, I think. They're expecting a lot of people. Well, some are a bit against this because they think the bridge was too costly and too long.
Yeah, but it's built now. You can't do much about
know.
it. It's too late to complain
right.
now.
Yeah.
Might as well just wish it luck.
Yeah.
I
It's
think-
nice though with the three lanes. That's a good idea.
Well, I think it's. I was talking to your friend here. I think it's cycled on this side, the metal side, and between the yellow lines.
Oh, yeah.
At that side, and then there's a hard shoulder for the cars on either side
Oh,
of
yeah.
that, and then the far side is for pedestrians.
Oh. But they said there's going to be pedestrian and cycle lanes on each side and another pedestrian lane somewhere else in the papers. We said
Okay, well,
on the north side. Remember what they said? It's going to
it might be that they're using the wider one for the cyclists. It's hard to tell.
be right there. It's right here.
Yeah, but where's that leading to? You see it's funneling into this side of the bridge. And I think there's probably a lane like that on that side of the bridge.
Yes, but then there's a third lane somewhere else, they said too. Which is good. There's a lot of pedestrians use it. Tu finis pas le dernier vraiment? Moi, j'ai pas fini tout dans la moitié. You done? Well, that was good, eh? $8. I took the big one. A gross pizza. Winnipeg? To Winnipeg.
Whereabouts do you live here?
Escarmount and Rock Heights, at the foot of Rock Heights. Right, yeah.
So,
We got a nice view.
have you ridden on West Song? What's the road?
What's that?
West Song Way? Have you ever tried that?
Oh, you mean the path?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's very nice, yeah. Such nice places to go by bike or walk around. I mean, we walk and walk along that, of course, to go back home. Yeah.
And here's the Foster Way.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And I guess you've done the Goose.
Yeah. The old one. Yeah, there's lots of. The city is really neat. Quite spectacular when it's up, isn't it? Canyon people really have quite the view.
Do they ever? I wonder how their acoustics are. The speakers, I think, all face this way. Want to try some, dear?
No thanks.
There's two of them. There's two bikers.
Hello, Ken. This is Carlos. I was wondering if you were up yet. I'm at the bridge, and I think it's about 10 minutes before they start the speeches and the music. Then they're going to let us across the bridge, and then I'm going to cycle home. What are you up to? Call me back if you're awake. You're probably out already. Bye-bye. I thought there was just one guy on a penny farthing, but there's two or three.
Yeah.
They keep them all year long and bring them out for the May Day parade.
That kind of thing, yeah. Or the mayor's parade. There's that one. And then there's... Which is the one that they have the marching bands from the States?
That's what we call... It's actually Victoria Day.
Victoria
I call it
Day.
May Day, but that's wrong. It's Victoria Day.
It's Victoria Day, okay. Good. Now we got that straight. Bye-bye, have a great time.
I think it's...
Enjoy your potato.
Thank you. I think it's the largest parade in BC anyway.
Yeah, it would be, I think. Unless they have a mayor's parade in Vancouver, that would be pretty big, you'd imagine.
I don't know. This one's been around a long time.
Yeah.
But the control he has to go through the crowd like that.
What's that?
He just wolves through the crowd. On
Yeah,
the
he did. I guess he's always looking out for a lamppost to hang on to if he has to, or a fence. But I think they get pretty adept at jumping off the back. They just sort of step off the back.
Well, like 120 years ago, they were the means of getting around.
Pretty much, unless you had a horse.
They were invented before what they call the modern coaster bicycle, which is a bicycle without any gears.
Yeah. And then there was one that was like a little hobby horse that you used to scoot along with your feet. And I've seen the kids, the little babies, using those kind of bicycles with no pedals. They're so cute.
Yeah.
You wonder if they're ever going to turn into some Simon Whitfield 20 years down the line. This little kid who's cycling at age 2. It must be good for their balance and all the rest of it.
Yep.
And they get to know how things move around. That drone has been hovering over us for hours.
For heaven's sakes. How many
Taking
is that?
film footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to put it all together and make a nice video.
Sure, it's the city.
It could well be the city, yep. Otherwise they would have shooed it off. Like it was an annoying wasp. Go away.
Another labor ending device.
Yeah. Well, it's probably going to be quite useful for, looking at places where it's be too expensive to get a helicopter up there. Too noisy. You could send one of those things in, check out on a fire or check out on some kind of...
Well, that fire on McClure Street was the first time the Victoria Fire Department used
a drone?
Yeah.
And the cops, they'll be using them all the time.
Yeah. I don't know how far in the drone went because I'm sure they're not inflammable or heat resistant.
No, but you see, the thing is, without a pilot, it doesn't matter. Get another drone, pull it out of the box, send it up. The other one died. Nobody hurt.
That's true.
Just throw money at it. Buy another one.
Yeah, you go through a whole lot of drones compared to a career firefighter with his pensions and benefits.
Or a helicopter pilot and a $2 million helicopter. You don't want to lose one of them.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Or a pilot. Yep, it's definitely filling up. If you had a bird's eye view or a drone's eye view, you would have seen like swarming bees, getting denser and denser.
Because he got up, that guy took his seat.
I worked in a Greek cruise liner about 40 years ago.
On the Med?
Everywhere, went around the world twice. And I shared a cabin with the ship's photographers. And one of them was ex-Royal Navy.
Yeah.
And he was aboard the aircraft carrier one morning. He'd been drinking in the nest the night before, so he was considerably groggy.
Yeah, but was he supposed to be flying that day?
Well, he didn't fly. He flew.
Oh, okay.
But he wasn't the pilot. He was just the photographer.
Oh, I see. So he wasn't at the controls.
No. His job was to take a picture because the fleet was going out in this formation, probably a NATO exercise. I knew him in 78, 79, so before that, when the Royal Navy was a lot bigger.
Would this be the Canadian Navy or the British?
He was a Brit.
Okay.
So he stumbled into his jacket and he gets in the seat of the helicopter and putting his helmet on. And he's just, his world is like this. And then a very familiar royal voice asks, "So where to then?" It was Prince Charles.
Really? He was the pilot?
He was the pilot, yeah. And the thing is that Andy said he was the best pilot he ever flew with. Mainly because the other ones were totally not duty bound.
No, he had to behave himself.
One,
being the prince,
maybe two swipes around the fleet and they're bugging him. Have you got enough yet? Can we go back to ship? Can we go back to ship? Charles, he never said a thing. And he would say here, then, and he was up twice or three times. Didn't bother Charles at all. A real pro, he said.
Well, obviously Elizabeth instilled some sort of work ethic in him. You tidy your room, Charlie. Go tidy your room. No TV for you. He's about my age, Charles.
Is he? 70?
Well, less than that. I think he's about 67, 66, 67. I was born in 51, so I think he was
1 year younger than me.
Okay.
He was born in 47.
47?
Yeah.
Really? So he's the same age as my older brother. Maybe it was he and I got married in the same year, Charlie and me.
Oh.
Not to each other.
Is your marriage still around?
Yes.
She's better than him.
She is at home. She didn't want to come out. She doesn't like crowds very much. I don't like crowds very much. That's why I'm on the outskirts here.
So you live in Saanich?
Yeah. This is as close as I get to a crowd. I live in Saanich.
Well, maybe I should be saying Central Saanich. Saanich is now the largest municipality.
Really?
That always came as a shock. I'm born and raised here.
Okay. I'm an
I remember
influence.
Saanich was at least half rural, if not more. I always thought Victoria was bigger, but
Well,
It sounds
the
like-
western communities are going to overtake Victoria pretty soon, I would think, for population. There'll be more people out in Langford than there'll be in central Victoria. But if you include all the way up the peninsula to Sydney, then there'll still be more people here.
we were up in Bear Mountain this morning, and it was incredible.
How much?
Houses up there.
How many people? All those cars. Everybody has at least one car.
And I said to Karen, no wonder Langford is so rich. No wonder Mayor Stu can have all these projects and
Because of
parks
all
and
the tax base.
the tax base here is phenomenal.
Yeah. Anyway.
And they were still building. They were blasting huge chunks of mountain even as we were there.
Yeah. I noticed that when they started with the Bear Mountain development, big chunks of rock started coming out of the hillside. Yeah, they put the golf course in. That was the start of it.
Yeah. Well, they've kind of got environmental ethics on their side, because if you don't, you see, there used to be two choices: ruin farmland or go up here. Right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to ruin farmland. Victoria doesn't like high rise, so there's only one thing left: go into rock. Rock is useless for anything else.
Yeah.
But the developer has to recover his blasting and excavation costs.
Yeah. He'd probably sell all the rubble as fill. Yeah. They make a big hole in one place and they make a big hill in another place.
Good one.
Anyway. I don't want to stand in the way of progress. I'm not one of those people.
Well, you know, the quality of progress is good.
Hi, good. How are you? It's great to see you today because you posted the picture of everyone here yesterday.
Ah, so you've journeyed all the way from there.
I know, it's a hell of a walk.
They put up the disco ball today. That wasn't there yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed the disco ball there. Yeah.
But really, picnic time. You might have noticed from our pictures, there's hardly anybody here yesterday. 20 people at the bridge.
Well, there wasn't much of a ceremony yesterday, was there?
No ceremony.
No ceremony, just the bridge was shut down.
You got the scissors? Okay. I'm glad somebody has.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll have to use your teeth.
Oh, you know what? What's your name?
Carlos.
Carlos.
Hi, Ron.
Deadbeat? Deadbeat.
This is
Uncle Leo.
Uncle Leo. Hi, Uncle Leo. I'm Carlos.
Hi, Carlos.
and Joyce.
Joyce. Hi. Hi.
And it has deep fried vegetables, sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes.
You're going to finish just in time, eh? But if you stop talking, you'll finish, right? If you stop talking, you'll be able to finish the food.
Everyone. Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me all the way back to Wharf Street? But you can't see it here. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the official opening of the new Johnson Street Bridge. My name is Lisa Helps, and I am the Mayor of Victoria, and I have a number of distinguished guests up here with me who I will introduce in a moment. But first, I want to begin by acknowledging that we're gathered here this morning on the traditional territories of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples. And I also want to let you know that this bridge and the old bridge have been blessed through a ceremony held early in the morning at the crack of dawn, as is the Lekwungen people's tradition, to call on the ancestors to ensure that everybody who passes over this bridge for the next 100 years is safe and is protected. The city's engaged in a deep process of reconciliation with the Songhees and Esquimalt, and it was our honor to welcome the elders here yesterday morning to bless this bridge. I wonder and worry about all the other buildings and bridges that haven't been blessed. And I want to share with you all what Elder Elmer George shared with me, the Lekwungen word for this crossing that we're about to open. Halish Dasoth. So thank you to the Esquimalt and Songhees for sharing their ancient traditions with us and blessing this bridge. The bridge takes 90 seconds to lower, so I'd like to call for the bridge to be lowered. And so that's what's happening today. After the bridge opens and we all walk across together as a community, thanks to requests from a diverse set of people who didn't know each other, they all had a good idea, let's have a picnic on the old bridge. So we're going to be here with you from 12 until 5. There are bands, there's food trucks. At 5 o'clock we'll wrap up. And then sometime this evening, around 9 o'clock, this new bridge will open to traffic. Thanking the businesses around here by going for lunch or getting some food at the food truck and doing some downtown shopping, because the businesses around this area have been under construction in a construction site for a lot of time, so we want to make sure that we thank them today by patronizing their businesses and really to enjoy today in the spirit of community building, connection, and coming together to celebrate not only the new bridge but the next 100 years in Victoria.
Crystal disco ball hanging from the old bridge.
Where was it? Back on the...
Yeah. Where's the trousers?
Okay, so that was the bridge opening. And now I'm walking back to my bike. I'm going to cycle home, but it's too nice a day not to. Yep, I've got about half an hour of cycling ahead of me. So this is the Running Jackal. Going to go home and start editing audio like crazy. I'll try and make it a 30-minute show. That'll give me some leeway for tomorrow. I can do a regular show tomorrow, probably from Mount Douglas. So this is the Running Jackal reporting to you from Victoria, BC, Canada, on the bridge opening